Matter 22 PR36 in the estate of Harold Bechtel. Appearances here today. We have appearing in person, John Bechtel, Rhonda Dahlgren, Lori Carnell. We also, those appear in person. We have appearing by video conferencing, Lori Carnell and Sherry Smith, along with counsel Wade Pittman. We're set today in this matter on a hearing request or a motion filed by Mr. Bechtel. He is requesting that the court review the duties and reviewing the actions of the personal representative, Ms. Smith. Mr. Bechtel, I have reviewed your letter and your information, but for the record, you have the floor, and so you can make your statements on the record at this time.
I'm requesting the removal of Sherry Smith as personal representative due to her lack of all prudent and responsible actions.
Okay, so we're going to need to have some testimony with that. And so if you're going to provide your own, be a witness for yourself, if Ms. Dahlgren is going to do so as well. I'm not sure who all would be making statements or not making statements, who will be testifying. But so I'm going to have Ms. Smith and Ms. Carnell, as well as both of you, please raise your right hands. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
I do.
All right. So, Mr. Bechtel, this is your case, so you may call your first witness, which could include yourself.
Yeah, I call myself. I want her removed on she has not been truthful or impartial to anyone. She did not provide inventory of my father's possessions or assets to anybody, failed to give accounting or liquidation of items or expenditures. Her or lawyer can't even tell me what is in the trust. For example, life insurance policies, stocks, bonds, safety deposit boxes, etc. She refused to sell me or Rhonda, anything. She didn't ask us, especially the guns. We offered to buy the guns, and no, she apparently shipped them all back to Missouri by some means. She never even got an appraisal on the property. I don't even know if she even got my father's headstone. Did she even pay the guardian ad litem? Is there any accountability for what she's supposedly sold? I've never received anything.
So all I'm hearing is a bunch of questions.
Yes, I've got questions.
So you don't have, yeah, I hear that you have a lot of questions, but I don't hear that you have any personal knowledge that things have been done incorrectly or fraudulently, or that she's violated anything. You're just saying that you haven't been provided certain information, or you're wondering what she's doing. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes, I would like to know that for sure. Her actions in front of us, I mean, she brought her mother up here with her to go through my father's things. He's been divorced from her for 50 plus years. I mean, what kind of actions are those?
Okay, so
yeah, and the 5-hour sale.
You can't talk to him. You're not testifying. He's testifying. You'll get a chance to say whatever you want to. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Okay. So
yes, her estate's 5-hour estate sale that she had was a complete joke. Nothing was pulled out of the garage. People, you couldn't even see what she was trying to sell. Nothing was priced. And then she picked up and left everything set out, garage open, unsecured. She loaded up, I don't know how many items in her vehicle, along with other, the other heirs, which, you know, a lot of things were personal effects, which really didn't bother me. But
Okay.
that in itself was a disgrace.
All right, so those are your issues.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Pittman, do you have questions for Mr. Bechtel?
Thank you, Your Honor. So, Mr. Bechtel, you understand I represent the estate and not necessarily the personal representative, correct?
No, I wasn't, by what you've stated in the past.
Have there been emails back and forth between me and you in the past?
Yes, sir, there has.
And so you're saying that I have not.
And first you stated.
Let him stop. Let him talk.
Sorry.
And then you talk, and he'll ask, and you answer.
A tense courtroom atmosphere builds as the family steps inside for what was supposed to be a simple dispute hearing. The judge asks routine questions, expecting a calm explanation, but the woman immediately shows attitude, dismissing concerns of her own family members. The judge raises an eyebrow, sensing the tension rising in the room.
Are you living at your dad's property right now?
No, Mr. Pittman, I'm not.
And have you, in the past, have you put up a sign that said that and refused access to the property to real estate agents?
No, sir.
When did you vacate the property?
What was it?
Again.
Friday, Mr. Pittman. But this past Friday.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to zip it one more time, okay? Otherwise, you have to sit outside. You're not here testifying.
I didn't say anything.
There's some lady speaking. Some ladies answering questions, and I'm hearing under breath. Mr. Bechtel, you just vacated this past Friday?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, this past Friday, Mr. Pittman.
Thank you. That's great to hear. You don't have any real personal knowledge of anything that Miss Smith has done. You don't believe that she's stolen anything from the estate?
Only from what my father has told me and other family members.
Well, your father's dead, right? So he can't speak unless he's speaking from the grave, right?
Sorry, Your Honor. Just from family members, Mr. Pittman.
And
nothing personal that I saw besides at the sale, which was hers to take anyway.
Sorry, I misunderstood the answer. So do you believe that she has stolen anything from the estate since your dad has passed and since she has been appointed as personal representative?
No, Mr. Pittman.
Are there still valuables at your deceased dad's residence?
Yes, sir.
Are they actually of any value?
Yes, sir.
And is Miss Smith able to go up there and sell anything that's still there with value?
Absolutely.
Do you still have access to the property? Do you still have a key?
I do, sir.
but you are not planning on moving back into the property,
I am not, no.
or your spouse?
No, sir.
Why an extension was taken on the inventory?
Not exactly. The only inventory that I received was the one that me and my wife presented you, sent you copies of.
Did you make any offer to Ms. Smith or my office to purchase the property?
No, sir. Yeah. I thought that's what me and you were trying to do. And
Do you understand? Did you make a written offer to Ms. Smith or my office about purchasing the property?
no, Mr. Pittman, because I wasn't aware of what it was even worth. It's
That's all I have, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Ms. Smith, do you have any particular questions for Mr. Bechtel?
No.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Bechtel, after being questioned by Mr. Pittman, do you have any other evidence or testimony you want to provide to the court?
I think I've provided everything I've had to you, Your Honor.
So I can understand exactly in a list form, what do you question? I know you said the GAL fees, the estate sale, the inventory. What other things other than those three?
Just the accountability of what she has done thus far.
So what do you mean by accountability?
Of what she sold everything for, what she sold my father's vehicles for, all his property that was sold at the estate. What was it?
So
What
you're
was its
looking
value?
for a list or a ledger or something of that with this was sold for
I
this
am,
price?
yes, Your Honor. And I've asked for it and I have not received anything.
All right. Mr. Pittman, based upon my questioning of Mr. Bechtel, do you have additional questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Bechtel, would you like to have anyone else provide testimony here today, such as Ms. Dahlgren?
Yes, Your Honor, if she wants to.
All right, Ms. You can ask Ms. Dahlgren questions. This is your motion, so you have to ask her questions.
Mrs. Dahlgren, how were you treated when you asked to purchase the guns?
As the opposing family member explains their side, the woman interrupts repeatedly, rolling her eyes and refusing to take any responsibility. The judge warns her to let others speak, but she continues with cold, sharp remarks. The courtroom becomes uneasy as her tone grows harsher with every sentence.
From Sherry.
When we arrived at the house, my son and I, my oldest son, we actually weren't even greeted. We sort of went out and were roaming through the garage looking for personal things that were my mother's. And after we took out some personal things and loaded some things in the car, my son gave Sherry some money for a couple things that weren't personal items. And then I proceeded to ask about the guns. My stepdad had many guns and rifles, and she said that her attorney told her that she couldn't sell them. She had to take them back to Missouri, and they were already gone. And my son offered her $5,000 cash in hand to give her. And she said, no, they're not here. They're on their way to Missouri.
How many guns? What are we talking about?
My knowledge, I think it's like 17.
Oh, guns are crazy.
Well, some of them were antiques and had been in the family for years.
So, okay, Mr. Bechtel, do you have additional questions for Ms. Dahlgren?
How did the property look? Did I maintain and preserve the property that you saw? Did you see any? Was I neglecting the property whatsoever?
No, actually the property looked the best I had seen it in years, even when my mom was alive. So.
I don't know what else to ask, Your Honor. I have no further questions.
Thank you. Ms. Dahlgren, I have a couple. Is there any other property other than the guns that you have issue with or you are concerned about?
Well, yes, because first of all, not everybody in the trust was informed that this sale was happening. There was no transparency, and there were vehicles. I mean, it's hard to know what was sold because we don't have a list of things. Vehicles, lawnmowers, there was all kinds of things sold prior to the start of the sale. And I mean, the garage is so packed with items, it's hard to really know what's in there.
Why? Because he threw the shit out.
Okay, I need to clarify, I guess, to make sure that we have your name correctly. It's Dahlgren?
Yeah, that's my maiden name. My name now is Dahlbeck, D-A-L-B-E-C.
Okay. And I thought I heard that you are a stepchild?
Yep.
And are you in the trust
Yes,
then? But
I am.
But you wouldn't be an heir under or are you an heir as well under the will? Okay. Because I was looking at the proof of heirship and I don't see her listed. But this is the children, so. Okay. All right. Thank you. Mr. Pittman, do you have questions for Ms. Dahlbeck?
Just briefly, Your Honor. Ms. Dahlbeck, did you break into the house after your stepdad had passed away?
I did not.
And
Okay, you two, that must be who I'm hearing. Ms. Smith, Ms. Carnell, stop. I don't want to hear I don't want to hear any whispering, nothing. Okay, Mr. Pittman.
Thank you, Your Honor. And you did not take a copy of the trust out of the house?
Yes, I did.
How did you?
But breaking into the house, I did not. Harold was my stepdad. I've had keys for that house for years. My mom used to live there.
Oh,
so
okay.
When you say breaking in, no.
Okay, forgive me. So after your stepdad passed away, you entered into the house?
Yep.
After you knew he had passed away?
Yes.
So you weren't just checking on his status, whether he was healthy or anything like that?
I asked and answered in multiple ways. She went in, he was dead. She went in the house, had a key, walked in. She said it.
Well, Your Honor, I'm trying to establish that she did it. She knowingly went into the house after he passed away, and we do not know what was taken.
Well, then, that was very much proven by your questions. He passed away. She went in. Unless you want to say, was anyone else with you?
My son, my older son was with me, yeah.
There's one other person with her. Did you take anything other than the trust?
No.
No. Next question.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yeah,
All right. Ms. Smith, are you done, Mr.
questions.
Pittman?
Yeah, I'm done. There's no questions.
Ms. Smith, do you have questions for Ms. Dahlbeck?
Yes, I would like my sister to answer Ms. Stellback, please.
Like her to answer what?
About her not breaking in and taking things.
She said she didn't. She used a key. She went in.
She admitted on the phone to like all of us.
I didn't ask you, Miss Carnell.
Yep.
Not you.
She's been police recorded that she did break in on Chief Will Trout.
I mean, is that a question? You
No,
can ask
that's
her,
the
hey,
answer.
Ms. Dahlbeck, did the police, were they notified?
No, what, why would
Are
they?
you aware of a police report when
No.
you went into the home?
No.
How many times did you enter the home after Mr. Bechtel was passed away?
Well, I've
You're
been
under
there
oath.
since,
You're under
but
oath.
I went in once, like the day after, to bring some of his things to the house from the assisted living place he was in. I brought back furniture. And his children didn't even know he was dead. And the reason I went to the house was so I could get phone numbers and notify them, because they did not know, and he was going to be buried without them knowing that he had died.
How long after he passed away did that occur?
It was, I think he died on a Sunday. I went to the house on a Tuesday because the funeral was planned and prepared, and he was being buried on a Thursday.
The turning point arrives when the judge asks her a direct question about her actions. Instead of answering reasonably, she delivers a shockingly heartless remark that leaves the entire courtroom silent. The judge freezes, stunned by the level of disrespect and emotional coldness, while spectators exchange looks of disbelief. Clip 4. Regaining composure. The judge firmly responds, calling out her behavior and making it clear that such cruelty will not be tolerated in the courtroom. The woman sits back in silence, realizing she has crossed the line. The judge proceeds with authority, bringing control back to the room and setting the tone for the rest of the hearing.